Oh, it does. Okay.
Yes. I think it's working. Probably. Well, can you get to...
Can you do what?
Is there a way to get it to go down a little bit?
No, but
Oh,
I can
okay.
I can actually put it on a tripod. I have a mini tripod.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Ask somebody if they can hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay, yes.
Okay.
All right, go.
I'm leaving now.
All right. What's up, everyone? Kaiju no Kami here with another live stream Q&A. This month, I'm going to talk about stuff that's going on, fun stuff, annoying stuff, and a whole lot of stuff. I hope you are all doing well. Yeah. This has been an interesting month. So first, let me just answer some of these questions. Well, see who's on. Anthony Sarkis, Tokusatsu fan 1996, Russian Wanderer, Chris. What's up, Mr. Kaiju no Kami? How's everyone doing? I can't believe what the hell Toei was thinking to name the evil organization Q Ranger, but called Dark Matter. Just called something like Dark Matter or whatever. It doesn't make sense. Come on. You know they don't like to make sense. I mean, they most likely, I feel like anime and manga titles get paid by the syllable. How many syllables can you fit in this title? We'll pay you 100 yen for every syllable you include. CJG Toy says, I'm excited for the anniversary movie of Abba Ranger. I have mixed feelings if it's based on how other anniversary movies or years later stuff has done or whatever. Let's see. Anthony Sarkis is here. Oh, wait, I already said him. Well, welcome again. CJG Toys is here. Cinematic Sith. Sup, Kaiju. Sup. Jake Schuster. Hello. Good. Awesome. Thoughts on Hot Shots. Transformers Hot Shot. For first video game console you ever owned, and also like first video game you ever played in your life. First video game console I ever owned was a Nintendo. First video game I ever played was Mega Man 2. This new webcam does interesting things with the lighting. Doesn't look as lit up as it usually does in here. Oh well. Anyway. David Chrysalage, blah, 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 blah. Hello, Kamen Rider 64, Mr. Allman 8. Great job on the Ryuki review. Sorry I missed the live chat for it. No worries. Just glad you enjoyed the review when you did get to watch it. Happy Easter to people. Box Knight. Kaiju, how are you? I will go over that momentarily. Happy Easter from Australia. Oh, so it's Easter in your time right now, or is it almost Easter? 27 episodes into Kamen Rider 5. Awesome. 64. Yep, you're right on time. Yeah, I don't... Tokusatsu fan, I totally hate when they put spoilers in episode names. Like, with Dragon Ball, we had the episode that was titled, like, Frieza, the mysterious youth from the future. Frieza, sliced in half. Well, thank you for telling me what's going to happen in the episode. Deca Striker, welcome. Okay. So, got some new stuff going on. Ooh. Okay. Actually, well, Deca Striker, I'm glad you asked that. So, first off, lots of new stuff going on. For the unemployment part, I was told last week I'm not getting rehired for the new school year, so I am not going to have a full-time teaching job again for next school year, which kind of sucks, kind of relief, but kind of sucks. means more time for more videos on the channel, but a major drop in financials. So yeah, that kind of sucks. All that work I put in this year for nothing. But so I'm gonna be doing some new stuff. I picked up a drawing tablet yesterday. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I mean, this tablet itself is cool, but I don't know if I like having to plug it into my computer to use it. But I did get this drawing tablet, and I've been working on a new logo to rebrand the channel. It's going to be cool. It's going to be more, no, the Kaiju no Kami stuff's not going away. It'll just be part of the new channel. Obviously, I'm not going to start a whole new channel from scratch because that would be a YouTube nightmare. I will just rename the Kaiju no Kami channel on YouTube itself, and we'll have new social media links and stuff. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited. I've been kind of planned this a few years ago, but then COVID happened, and I just never had the time. Now I'm like, you know what? Now's the perfect time to rebrand the channel and open up the scope. I figure since I put Kaiju no Kami reviews in the titles anyway, I don't need to always call the channel Kaiju no Kami. I'm still going to go by Kaiju no Kami, but it's going to be entirely new. Well, not entirely new, but the look is going to be brand new. The branding is going to be brand new. I will still be Kaiju no Kami, and I will still be making Toku reviews and stuff like that. But it's going to open the scope up and maybe even get more people to come in. But yeah, so that's, like I said, that I kind of planned it a couple years ago. Then things happened, didn't get to it, and then I got the full-time teaching job. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll be doing that. And now, since I'm getting rehired, I'm like, well, I don't know if I really want to bother going through the hassle of trying to get another full-time teaching job. So I might just go back to subbing and focus more on the channel to try and make revenue to make up for being able to work full-time, and hopefully have it work. Okay, I got some other cool stuff besides the tablet. I've gone into a Ninja Turtle spiral. I had got back at Christmas time the omnibus that encompasses the first several issues to the Mirage comics, and liked them so much. I'm now collecting the Nika figures and bought the Cowabunga collection video game, and we're watching I bought the DVD set of the 80s cartoon series that I was never thrilled with as a kid. Still not particularly thrilled with, but it is an interesting thing to rewatch. Especially because we're watching episodes I've never seen before, and there's episodes later on that I had never even knew existed. Now, if someone could release the 2003 Ninja Turtles series, that would be really, really cool. On Blu-ray would be. I mean, even if it's SD Blu-ray, that would be really, really cool. Because I never saw the whole series since CW. Was it CW or Foxbox? One of those two. Whoever was airing it. 4Kids TV. Maybe it was 4Kids. No, it wouldn't be CW. 4Kids TV. Whoever was airing, like I said. They never finished the series because then they jumped to fast forward, and that was like a load of crap. And then I never saw whatever else came after that because I gave up on the show about 2-3 episodes into fast forward. Didn't even know what happened. I guess they did bring out the 5th season at some point. But anyway, so yeah, I've been on this Ninja Turtles kick. Obviously, I just got my Ryuki review done. I am 40 episodes into Ultraman Cosmos. My hope is to have Ultraman Cosmos fully watched by the end of this month so that I can start working on the review next month. And have it out by the end of May, by the end of the school year, basically. What else did I want to go over? So Ultraman Cosmos, I haven't actually watched anything beyond that yet. So I haven't started Go Busters. I haven't started Ultraman Neos. I haven't started Ultraman Max. I'm actually enjoying Cosmos quite a bit. I didn't think I would, But after I got through the first like 5, 6, 7 episodes, I started to really enjoy the show. It's not my favorite Ultra series, but it's an enjoyable one nonetheless. Um, I'm liking what it is so far. It's just I'm 40 episodes in and I have 25 more episodes to go. And then I have 3 movies to watch. 3? Or is it 4? No, it's 3. First Contact versus Justice, and there's another movie, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's see who else is on before I show off more stuff. Okay. Mr. Allman says it's early morning. Nice. CJG Toys. I hate when the theme song of some TV shows spoil the best part of the episode. I think Kaiju no Kami's biggest enemy is Goanger. I'm not gonna lie, which is kind of ridiculous. Maybe. Yeah, it sucks. Box 9 and Deca Striker. Kamen Rider 64, they decide to go with a teacher for next year that has more experience. Deny. I just think in Kingdomer we will see 6-member kingdom with mix of fairy tales and world of Disney descendants, but which kingdom of 6 Ranger, aka what spider if you want. I don't know. We haven't watched episodes 4 and 5 yet, so I'm not sure what's going on about this white ranger. Box Knight, are they cutting down? Oh, no, they're hired someone else. I don't know if I want to apply to any of those schools. Deca Striker, it's just a hassle, and no, it was a 1-year position, so there was no guarantee I was going to get hired for a second year. Yes, Russian. That's why I have the tablet so that I can. So because the tablet lets me hand draw the logo, so that's what I've been doing. What subject did you teach? It was 6th grade, so it was all subjects. Dark Matter or Death Galleons? Which one of those people groups did you kind of like? I would take Death Galleons over Dark Matter. At least Death Galleons had some purpose to exist. Kamen Rider Ryuki or Hurricane, which is better? Oh, Ryuki. No contest. Romal JA. Kaiju's gonna change the name of the channel. No. I think it'll be for the better, though. I'm super excited. I'm still gonna, like I said, I'm still gonna be Kaiju no Kami. What is the name of the streaming peeps in the US that own Fies and Nagito? Is their service worth it since it's convenient to watch those shows on Prime? What are the subs and picture quality like on? I actually don't know the answer to those. I think they're called Toku HD. I've heard their subs are not good, but I can't comment since I've not watched them myself. I just archive episodes of Kamen Rider. That's what I do with the ones that don't have official releases. I've got a 2 terabyte hard drive full of with every Kamen Rider series. Not every movie or special, but every Kamen Rider series except for the ones that have physical releases. I like Gozma from Changeman. It was an interesting dynamic because I feel like they were the first villains. Well, I mean, the villains in Digimon had some development, but Changeman's villains were the first time we had a show that actually had major focus on villains. I feel like they were developed more than the Rangers. So I liked them. I did like them a lot. I'm trying to think who my favorite was because I keep getting Flashman images now when I'm trying to think of the villains. I can't. Bozo, the blue dude. I want to say he was my favorite. Was he the blue one, or am I thinking of the other series? But I liked Gozma. Yes, Ninja Turtles have a crossover with everything. I mean, we had a Power Rangers Ninja Turtles crossover, then they did and Power Rangers is now crossing over with everything too. Zio King Silver, welcome. Have you seen Futopia? I actually have not yet. It's just got backlogged, and I'm usually more motivated to watch anime when I own it on physical media. So hopefully Crunchyroll will release it soon, physically. I haven't played Shredder's Revenge. I haven't even opened the Kawabunga collection yet that I picked up. Yarn J plays Kawabunga. TMT was awesome. You know, my my introduction to Ninja Turtles was the live action movie. So I loved Shredder in that. I thought he was a really badass villain. So when I was like, oh, there's a cartoon series on that movie. And I watched the cartoon and I'm like, why is Shredder taking orders from other people and a giant, nasty, slurping brain? I mean, it is funny years later coming to learn that Crane was basically an Ultraman, but still, with lots of disgusting, like, but why was Shredder taking orders from him? Shredder is not one to take orders. That's why I like Shredder in the 2003 series. He was badass. I like the Grungy tribe a lot from Kamen Rider Kuga, Chris. A lot. Yeah, I think 4Kids was the network, CJ. But yeah, Chris, Grungy were really cool. They're not as well developed, fleshed out as like the villains in Agito or some of the other villains, but I still like the Grungy a lot. They were a true threat, and sometimes that might be better than having every character get development, depending on how it's done. I still want my villains to be fleshed out, but I also want them to feel like a threat. I think the 80s, 90s Ninja Turtles was fine, but it falls into mediocrity by season 4. We are halfway through season 2 when Shredder is running on his own with, well, still taking orders from Krang, but running on his own with whitewashed Baxter Stockman, and they're looking for these crystal pieces. Now, I will say I am actually impressed that there is this like overarching plot going on in this second season, but some of the episodes are just kind of boring. Then we had one that ripped off Alien with these pizza-looking xenomorphs. That was kind of cool from a design standpoint. I will say the animation of season 1 was pretty good, still held up pretty well. The animation of season 2 took a major decline. Also, animated April is a really chill person in this. Like, the turtles kidnap her, tell her they're not going to let her go, and she is just like, well, let's negotiate. And then her apartment gets destroyed, and she's just like, oh no, they destroyed my apartment. Like, okay. Oh, and I've also been playing Like a Dragon Ishin, and I'm almost done with that. Obviously, with like all the other Yakuza games, I will be doing a review of it, assuming the footage came out fine, because this is my first review time I've been recording footage from a PS5, so we'll see what happens. But I'm planning to do a review of Like a Dragon Ishin. And then I'm hoping to finish this week. Anyway, back to the Ninja Turtle stuff. Yes, Fast Forward sucked. Foxbox, then 4Kids. Thank you, Jake. I recall that now. Fox Kids TMT is a piece of garbage. 4Kids Ninja Turtles right up there with a crappy One Piece stuff. What? Okay, that I can't agree with. I thought the 4Kids Ninja Turtles series was awesome. The animation was so good. The storytelling was mature. It didn't dumb things down, which is weird because that show was more violent than Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! Got really edited. Have you ever heard of Enban Senso Bankid and also Toho's Tokusatsu shows? Not familiar with this Bankid show, but if you mean by Toho, if you're talking about Grand Caesar, Caesar X, and the third one, Justy Risers? No. Yes, just you risers. I have. I saw. I watched Grand Caesar as a whole. I had mixed feelings on it. I liked it at first, and I felt that they started putting too much focus on the Fire Tribe and not everyone else, to the point where the other teams felt like they were just cameos in each episode. And didn't get into Caesar X, so I gave up on that like 5, 6 episodes in, and then Justy Riser was so well. Wait, Caesar X is the one that has Shinken Brown's actor in it, right? Who is also in, I think so. And then Justy Risers, I never watched because by that point they had lost my interest. Yeah, Netcrom, it does suck. Deca Striker, how quickly do you finish a Toku season? What is your recommendation for finishing as many possible with time a year to do the large quantity of episodes per season? It really just depends, Deca Striker, how often I watch it. Ryuki, we finished in about 2 weeks because we were watching several episodes almost every night. Ultraman Cosmos, I got through 40 episodes in about a month, and then I took a break because of Ryuki and Like a Dragon Ishin and the anime convention. And then, but I can usually, if I keep up, I can get through a Toku series anywhere from 4 days to a week if I really, really wanted to. I mean, sometimes I do that. Sometimes I will sit there and watch like 10 episodes in one sitting. That's what I would do a lot with the Mill Creek Blu-rays and some of the Sentai DVDs is I would just sit there and binge 8, 10 episodes in one go. I mean, one day I did 24 episodes of Time Ranger in one sitting. Oh, speaking of which, another anime I recently watched, the original Bubblegum Crisis. That was an interesting show, except it didn't have an ending. In fact, I felt episode 7 should have been the finale to the series because episode 8 was just filler. Episode 7 at least felt like some sort of concluding concluding story. So I enjoyed Bubblegum Crisis, but I prefer Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040, which I wish someone would put out on Blu-ray because I like that show a lot. Let's see. So Deca Striker, it just like I said, just depends on how many episodes you watch in a sitting. I mean, I marathon things. I used to spend every summer back in the early 2000s when I was going to college. I would spend my summers watching all of Gundam Wing in 3 days. Actually, some years 2 days. Anyway, I'm hoping for a Blu-ray for the 2003. Same. I watched clips of Ultraman Cosmos fights and I can see heavy CGI. Yeah, there is a lot of CGI, especially in the early show. Like the first few episodes, all the ships seemed to be CGI. It wasn't until a couple episodes in when it looked like they actually had models for their ships instead of using CG. But there was still a lot of CGI. Have you heard of Fijiyama Ichiban, which is an American tokusatsu in Los Angeles? Crazy, huh? I have never heard of that one. Speaking of Toku, I am halfway through Go Ranger and I've been watching Don Brothers and I plan to watch Jekka and King Oger. Nice. How are you liking both Go Ranger and Don Brothers? Nick Cooper, good morning. How's it going? Hopefully you heard my stuff of what's new, what's happening, changes to the channel, rebranding, all that good stuff. I meant draw it on paper. Oh, Russian, I already drew it on paper. I already drew it on paper, and then I've just been basically recreating it on the tablet. I don't know why it was. But yeah, I already drew the logo. I drew several ideas for a new logo on paper, and then my students looked at the ones because I was doing it when I was had plan time, and recess time and everything. So my students saw it and they were like, "Ooh, I like that one. I like that one more." So they kind of helped decide which one of my new logos to go with. But yeah, I drew it on paper, and then I've been basically copying it digitally. You did watch Call the Owl House? If you say yes, what's your what? I've actually don't know what the Owl House is. Deny. Can kaiju no kami cook? If it's pasta, can and a few things. But I mean, if I really, really wanted to, probably. Do I like to? No. Can you handle spicy food? Absolutely. I love spicy food, but I want my spicy food to have flavor in it. What is your thoughts on the Melzar tribe from Beef Fighter Kabuto? I love them. I think they were great villains. Um, Raijal, who was Nukist in Beef Fighter Kabuto, is one of my favorite villain designs in Toku. I thought they were all great villains. Now, granted, I only saw Beef Fighter Kabuto Raw. I have not seen his subtitles, so I'm going on limited knowledge for understanding them. So maybe when I watch it subtitled, I might be like, "Oh man, these guys kind of suck." But based on what I watched of the when I watched the series Raw, I thought they were great villains. I liked them a lot. Again, they were threatening, and I really liked their designs. I liked how one was a triceratops. Well, not a triceratops. Oh, what are they? Wait, was it? No, he was a triceratops. One was a mantis and one was a fish monster. So I liked the dynamic of what they were representing as well. Futopi, not bad. The other thing with Futopi is they only covered like a few chapters of the manga, so they've got a long way to go. Cinematic Sith. I know, right? The only ones that haven't crossed over with are Marvel characters, even though there was a theory that the Turtles created was tied with Daredevil. Oh, that's not a theory. That's actually the truth. Um, so when we interviewed Kevin Eastman several years ago at Denver Comic Con, when it was called Denver Comic Con, he even talked about that they basically ripped off the Daredevil origin story for the Turtles, and it actually is shown in the original comics because this truck is speeding down the street and this blind man's crossing the street. A young boy knocks the blind man out of the street, but then one of the barrels falls off the truck, cracks open, splatters the kid in the face, and this other kid who was carrying turtles accidentally dropped his glass case down a sewer because apparently he didn't know he was walking over an open manhole, dropped his turtles in there, and they fell into the ooze. So yeah, they called the ninjas the foot because Daredevil had the hand. So actually, I'm planning to when Nico releases the brand new Ninja Turtles for the four turtles themselves, I'm probably gonna do some toy pictures with Daredevil and the turtles together. It's gonna be fun. Now, if they can re-release some foot ninjas, so I can have foot ninjas in the hand fighting Daredevil and the turtles. It's strange the news about the Sentai DVDs are quiet. I don't know, Russian. I don't think it's strange. This is just normal practice. My guess is because it sounded like Deca Ranger was hired way back years ago for translation, so they probably had the licenses for all three of these shows when things went through. So they're probably working on new licenses. Shredder is the cartoon voiced by Uncle Phil. Yes, he is, which he is known more for than he was in Fresh Prince. And he was also in Aladdin, the TV series, one of the villains. Do you think King Oger has been pretty good? The first 6 episodes were pretty enjoyable, in my opinion. We've only watched the first 3 so far. I have mixed thoughts. I like them. I'm not blown away by them, but I do like them. Cowabunga, dude. Love TNT. This always feels like when they're going too long. Just feels style, but still fun. What is your opinion on Maku from Gavin? Um, they're okay. I like the concept of Gavin's father, like the storyline with Gavin's father, but as a whole, the villains are kind of lackluster. I want to rewatch. I still have to rewatch the watch the Gavin Blu-ray set along with the Alba Ranger and Deca Ranger DVD sets. But I want to watch Gavin again. Who knows? Maybe since I'm not going to be employed full time teaching, I'll have time to cover another Metal Hero series this year. All right, Russian. The conclusion season of TMT 2003 was season 5's The Lost Episodes, aired online. That's what I heard. Box Night. Yes, Yakuza reviews. Yep. Yeah, like a dragon. I figured, I'm like, why am I going to stop now? And maybe I'll do a ranking video that I originally planned to do when I had finished Lost Judgment, but then I got lost in the shuffle of life. So maybe I'll do a ranking video. Kaiju no Kami is always badass. Oh, yeah. Yes, Necron. Shin Kamen Rider is getting a US release. AMC is listing it for May 31st, but no theaters on their app. Buy Me has it available to buy tickets from yet. So that date could change. I just am happy they're not doing it during the school year because May we have this thing coming out soon called Outdoor Ed, where we spend 2 nights at this campsite with the kids. Ninja Turtles make the weirdest pizza recipes, like chocolate and pickles. Like, what type of pizza is that? Yeah. I'm more of a pepperoni, mushroom, sometimes with olives person, depending on the type of olives. Um, and the occasional sausage. Yeah, pepperoni mostly, mushrooms half the time, and then sometimes olives and sausage. But there was one pizza that was here from this one place that was really good. It shouldn't have been good. It should not have been good, but it was good. It was weird. It's weird to talk about. It was like a walnut cinnamon type pizza. And it was good. It should not have been good, but it was good. It had cranberries on it. It had it was so good. And then there was this other one called from this place that we used to have called Mellow Mushroom that had this really good pizza called the wow, no, I can't remember what it was called, but it had mushrooms and sun-dried tomatoes and 3 different types of cheeses on it. That was good too. But typically, I'm a pepperoni person. Anyway, Fast Forward has plans for a Triceraton shredder. Okay. I don't agree with you on Fast Forward being crap, but it is what it is. Hey, you know what? If they release the whole series on Blu-ray, I'll give Fast Forward a fair shot. I didn't like the tone change. I didn't like Cody. I think it was Cody. I didn't like his robot friend. But most of all, I just didn't like the fact that the story was left unfinished. That they get summoned by these shredder-looking dudes, and then it just next episode is fast forward. Like, what the hell? You don't end the show on a cliffhanger and then not continue the next season finishing that story. Burger King or KFC? Probably Burger King. Cinemax Sith, by the way, coming right Forza, up for a review anytime soon. I know you will get to it. Not anytime. It's not planned anytime this year. I'll go with that. Right now, with all the backlog I have to do for Ultraman, because right now Ultraman is becoming my top priority to finish for at least the live action shows. The animation ones, those can wait till next year. But I want to get the live action Ultraman ones that Mill Creek released done by the end of the summer if I can help it, along with Go Busters. My next Kamen Rider review, would probably be Geo or Build. I kind of want, I mean, I'd like to do Build first because obviously I've already done the three series leading up to it. But Krelika and I have not watched Geo before, and it's the last Heisei Kamen Rider series we need to see. So we might end up watching that next because it'd be nice to be done with, like, have watched all the Heisei era shows at least once. So we'll see what happens. We also, though, like I said, I need to watch Deca Ranger, Abba Ranger, Gavin. Soon the Black RX Blu-ray will probably be out. And I do want to tackle another Showa era Kamen Rider series. So you might see one of those before another Heisei, or yeah, before another Heisei series. Burger King used to sell Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh toys. Yes! And that's actually an interesting segue into some more stuff that I received. So my mom has apparently been cleaning out the attic back with their house back in Buffalo. And she found my old Hero Quest games, which was awesome. So now I have the old Hero Quest stuff to go with the new Hero Quest stuff. I probably should grab those just to show them off for a real quick moment. But so I might even at some point do a video on Hero Quest, like just showing off some of the pieces between the new old and new. I think that might be fun, but that can wait till the summer. So I've got tons and tons of cards she sent me. Apparently, I had a huge Magic collection. Apparently, I collected tons and tons of cards that I didn't even know. Some I did know I had, but I didn't know I still had them. So let me show you what we've got here. This is actually, and some of these I don't know. First, let's go with, well, some Magic cards. This is not all of them. Like, I don't know if, I don't think they're worth much of anything. But, yeah, like, all these, I'm trying to see if I can make sure that you're actually able to see some of them. Like, look at this. I do not recall being this big of a Magic fan when I was younger. I mean, I swear that I must have just bought cards just to buy cards, or someone gave me them and I just put them away because, like, look at this. Like, look, more Magic cards. Like, seriously. And then I've got these starter decks and more Magic cards and another Magic card. Like, I don't even know why this one is in a case. And then there was this, which came with this, a poster, another starter pack, and then this really weird black box thing. It's like ancient, man. Ancient. Like, what is this, man? Why is it like only there? And no, seriously though. But, like, what the hell? Why do I have all these? Why is that one so big? That's just the Magic cards. Then, let's see. Where do they start? Okay, then, these I'm pretty sure were not mine, but South Park cards. Like, oh my god. Like, seriously. South Park trading cards. Gets even better. I also apparently had Austin Power cards. No idea what these are, but I mean, I don't think it's Mutant League because if I recall, Mutant League was football. But yeah, it doesn't really tell me what they are. So, what are you? Seriously. But we've got those cards. Then, apparently, I had sports cards. Like, of all these random people, I don't know who they are. Like, who are these people? Apparently, they're all like mixed up. Whoops. But those are like football cards. Oh, and for some reason, I have another football card in plastic. And then I've got more, whoops, like hockey cards. And then there were some baseball somewhere. Oh, yeah, like 2 baseball cards. No idea why I have these sports cards. I don't even like sports, but I have sports cards. Okay, so that's all those ones. So let me put those in that box, and then I'll get to the other box. As I said, there's a lot of cards in here. Like tons and tons and tons of magic cards. Whoops. I just want to get them in here because I'm going to need the space. Now, most cards I'm about to show you, I definitely knew I owned. In fact, some of them are like duplicates and triplets of cards I already own. Because I only had the single complete sets with me here in Colorado. Come on. But yeah, I have all these cards I did not know I had. Whoopsie. And like I said, cards in cases. Don't want to forget that one. All right, so that's box number 1. We've got box number 2. So we've got these Battle Troll bio cards. I have my brother and I used to collect Battle Trolls when we were kids, so I know why I have these. It's interesting though. Actually, these aren't even the Battle Trolls I owned. These are the Battle Trolls. Well, no, okay. Actually, no. I did own this guy. And this robot guy. But most of these are not the ones that were mine. Anyone remember Battle Trolls from the 90s? That was a weird phase. Well, Trolls in general was a weird phase. So I've got some Dragon Ball cards. Oops. I've got... Oh, here's another Dragon Ball card. Gundam Wing cards. It's a see-through card. Ooh, nope. Can't see through very well, but it's a see-through card. We've got gargoyles. I forgot they made gargoyle trading cards. Wildcats. At first, I thought these were the Wildcat cards that came with the action figures, but Voodoo didn't look like that in the action. Didn't look like that in the cartoon or the action figure. So definitely not. So yeah, Wildcats. Now these ones are all duplicates, triplets, quadruplets for Sailor Moon. That one's backwards, but yep. Now I have a complete set of Series 1 and 2 for Sailor Moon already. And then, ooh, this is cool though. Holograms to my DC collection. I thought these were lost. They apparently were just with my duplicates. So that's cool. Which brings me to this stack. These are all my duplicates. What is going on here? Yeah, all my. Okay, whatever. Duplicates and triplets to my DC card collection. And in some cases, quadruplets. And so that's what those holograms went to. Then I've got Marvel cards. So I believe these are from Series 4. These were this series. You would they would line up like they were actually a form like mini posters. When you put all 9 cards together, every 9 would form one picture, which is kind of cool. I only have one complete picture from these cards, which is interestingly enough Morbius, Basilisk, Ghost Rider, Night Stalkers, Darkhold Redeemers, and stuff like that. Then I have, come on, G.I. Joe cards. And yeah, you're probably like, oh my god, this is so boring. But you can deal. You can deal. Or you just turn it off and leave. I mean, I see people have already left. And I have these Nintendo Mario 2 cards. Or not Mario 2, but these Nintendo cards, which are interesting. I don't know where these came from. And there's other Nintendo cards that have like scratch off. Whoops, why are these ones backwards? Okay, the ordering of this makes no sense, but yeah, I've got like these, whoops, scratch off cards, which it's kind of weird. I don't know where they came from. I'm sure they're not worth anything, but I have them. And let's see, we got another Gargoyles thing. I think this was a sticker, some die cut Gargoyles cards, and then Mortal Kombat movie cards. Sadly, it doesn't look like my Power Rangers cards survived. Because I also used to have Power Rangers movie cards. But sadly, it doesn't look like they were part of this lot. Oh well. Oh, I need this for... But yes, so lots of cards. I collected cards back then like I collect action figures today. All over the place. Anyway, okay, I'm currently 36 episodes into Dynamite. I'm 16 episodes into Kiva. Awesome, Anthony. Car Ranger, Mega Ranger, or Gingaman? I'm going to go with Car Ranger first. Then it's a toss-up between Mega Ranger and Gigamon because they both have their positives and negatives. Noah JK, oh dear. I don't know what that's in relation to, sadly. First video count. Wait, didn't I already answer that, Chris? Nintendo and Mega Man 2? I thought I did that. Going to review a Kamen Rider review soon. As I just said, Noah, not planned. Well, not right now, but I do want to tackle another Showa series and possibly Builder Geo. Probably going to be Geo. Shark or dolphins? Dolphins. Sorry for your job loss. Yeah, it sucks, Mike. I cannot do 10 episodes in one sitting. Go out and do. I have to at least go out and do something else. I've trained myself. Good. I would watch full season anime, 26 episode anime seasons in one day times. It drove one of our friends nuts when, actually, Silver Quill. It drove him nuts because he wanted us to watch Code Geass. So I told him, okay, we're going to do Code Geass over across 2 Saturdays. One Saturday for season one Saturday for season two. And he was like, after we were doing it, he was like, oh my God, how can you do this? And I'm like, Wisco. That's how. Car Ranger Rocks. Are you going to see the Mario movie? We might go see it tomorrow. We're not 100% thrilled with it. I'm slightly curious, mostly because I want to see Bowser. But we'll probably go see it as long as it's early enough, so that'll be the cheaper option. I was just watching a review about Gingo Man on YouTube. Cool, was it mine? Balban or Neji Reja? That's where my problem comes in. I don't know if I like the Neji better because of the Neji Rangers, or if I like Balban better because they were an interesting dynamic. Ace or Leo? Leo. I love spicy food. Love Beef Fighter Kabuto. Favorite sitcom of all time? I actually am not a big sitcom person, so I can't really say because I don't really have a favorite sitcom. I mean, the ones I watch the most would probably be I Dream of Jeannie. That would be it. And I just lost like 4 people. The Beef Fighter villains, I've never actually watched Beef Fighter itself, the first series, so I can't comment on their villains. I hear that make live action of How to Train Your Dragon, which DreamWorks wants to do as live action. I thought Megan was going to be real cringe. Watching it was really good. Great commentary, and was 90% practical effects. Yeah, Megan turned out to be a really good time. Energon CGI, blech. Do you miss Metal Heroes? It lived on in Heisei Kamen Rider, so no. I almost finished with Ultraman. Which Ultra series should I watch next? Ultra 7 is the only option. No, seriously, watch Ultra 7 next. What is your opinion on... Yeah, like I said, Chris, I have not watched Beef Fighter, so I can't comment on them. Your favorite Hitotsuki from Don Brothers? Problem is I don't really have any memories of the Hitotskis because once we watched record those videos, I kind of forgot what their designs were. I mean, I like the concept of Hitotskis, but they were the weakest point I feel for Don Brothers. Waffles. Oh, really? What character in Sentai would you consider the Gangan-ji of Sentai? I don't know. Even Genta in Shingiger has more dignity than Gangan-ji, and I do not like Genta. So I don't know if there is a character in Sentai as bad as Gangan-ji. Gangan-ji may just be the worst Toku character ever created. Are you into stop motion with toys? I've dabbled slightly in stop motion box night, but I don't really have the patience for it. I'll probably at some point try to do some stuff, but we'll see. I do like doing toy photography. I'm not sure if you had watched what I had turned my photos into a video for with Bon and Signalman for the Power Rangers Blue Centurion figure I recently acquired. It was a fun comic that I put together, and then I was like, I'm going to just put that out as a video because that was a lot of fun. Yeah, well, so Russian, Decca's production code is 2022. However, they had commissioned the subtitles from the same company that they did the subtitles for O Ranger. So Deca Ranger was well in production translation wise years ago. What is your opinion of the Jaruya clan? But first, you have to guess the Super Sentai from the 2006. Huh? Sorry, Chris, I'm not sure I understand. What about Bokinger? Like you're talking about the Fire Clan, right? They were okay. Um, I like the development they gave. What's his name? The main leader. Time Ranger, best tokusatsu opening ever made. Oh, it's definitely up there. It is the best Sentai one. Beef Fire just will be a while before I get to it. 64. Yeah, shoes, Jake. Turtles Forever technically is the final episode of the 2003 series, which I did watch and I did enjoy. I love the mockery they made of the 80s turtles. Mexican food or Chinese food? Chinese food. Favorite fast food restaurant? I'm gonna go with Raising Cane's. They are really, really good. I love Indian food too. Um, Chicken Vindaloo is my favorite Indian food. I'm enjoying Gold Ranger so far. It has some fun moments. Don Brothers is okay, and there are concepts I like, some not so much. Oh, I love the Don Brothers. It was like a late Showa, early Heisei series in the Reiwa era. I think it would be better for Hasbro sell Power Rangers toy rights back to Bandai because they have so much great stuff compared to Hasbro since they don't care about the brand as a whole. I don't know if I want them back to Bandai unless Bandai is just going to continue the Lightning collection as is and not go back to Super Muscular Rangers. But I am not impressed with what Hasbro has been doing as of late. I probably, if the Shoto line is too small, but I'm getting the Die Ranger collection for the Shoto line because they just announced the Grunts, the Cultrapoles from them. But I would keep going back if I want to get the Kaku Ranger Shoto line or go with Hasbro's. But Hasbro, then I learned the Shoto line has stickers, and I don't like stickers, so that kind of turned me off from that. Plus, when Hasbro gets around to doing retail, he's not going to fit in scale with the Shoto Kaku Rangers, so I might as well go with Hasbro's. Do you have plans to check out the upcoming movie Renfield? Krelika wants to see Renfield more than I do. I'm slightly curious because they recently showed a photo that was mimicking the old black and white movie. Wow, we just dropped a lot of people just like, I'm bored, I'm out. But yeah, so I don't know about Renfield. I've got mixed thoughts on it. What's your thoughts on the criminal organization MAD from Inspector Gadget? They were your typical Saturday morning cartoon villains, and they lived up to it. I will say the mystery of Dr. Claw is way more intriguing than who the villains were, or than the organization years later. Yeah, I heard they were on YouTube. Apparently, the whole series is on Paramount Plus, but I'm not going to spend money on Paramount Plus when I would rather just buy it. So, if they release them, I'll buy them. If not, then I just won't. Let's see what else. Gaiark or Godochu? 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 Do you mean the villains from Shinkenger? Godosha? Good. Wait, what's that? If so, definitely them over Gaiark. I Gaiark was probably the only okay thing about Go Hunter, besides the music. Please make it booed. Please make it booed. We'll see. Like I said, Krelika and I really want to watch Geo. So Build I would be watching on my own. It just depends when I have time. Why does Ultraman keep reusing and making new versions of old monsters instead of making new ones? Budget. I like old Ultraman monsters, but I want a mix of new ones. And if they're going to do series based on other series, they need to use the monsters from those series instead of using other monsters. Crisis Empire, Black Cross Army, and Crime. Crime I thought sucked. Black Cross Army I liked. Crisis I wasn't thrilled with. Animated Sentinel is Jared, but with the worst qualities. Animated Sentinel. Yep, Die Ranger is my favorite. Go 5 is a damn good one too. Tetsujin 17 I have, I've just never checked it out. That's some cool Magic Gathering stuff. I guess so. Can you do a review of Kaiju 01 in the future? At some point, I'll get to them. Not really into Family Guy or Rick and Morty, though I'd probably take Family Guy of the two. I love the Bandora gang from Jew Ranger. I think they are quite an interesting lot of villains. They have interesting commentary of like who they are that you get through subtle hints. They're threatening, well, half of them. But they had this perfect balance of being threats and comedic. And they work, and their designs were awesome. Jew Kaiser, I have not heard of. It's hard to say, Mark, because some series work. I don't really have a favorite theme over one another. I do say ninjas because, well, the Dino series have more hits than the Ninja series, sort of. But I don't really have a preference. Forever Red or Gao Ranger versus Super Sentai. Gotta go with the Gao Ranger versus Super Sentai. Just more history there. And it didn't have a single ranger on a motorcycle defeat a giant Zord that nearly destroyed the world multiple times. Favorite Toku actor? I'm going to go with Yutaka Hirose. He is, yeah, Yutaka Hirose is my favorite. He is Lei Wanda in Flashman, Jin in Die Ranger, Tranza in the adult form of Tranza in Jetman, Dr. Kempu in Liveman, and then he's appeared in Kamen Rider Black and all kinds of Toku series. Agito, he's my favorite. I'm just slowly putting these cards in this box while I answer these questions. Let's see. Mess or Tube? Mess. I love Mess more. Cleanup on aisle 7 from Mess. In June, My Little Pony, Aquatic Girls turns 10 years old. Should tell Silverco to want a reunion film or special about Sunset met her human counterpart. He's so busy with his other stuff. I don't know if he'd even be able to have the time to do it, but I can mention it to him. Oh, these were for the sports cards. Duh. That's right. Whoopsie. So, let's see. What else do we got? I probably should scroll down so I can read more comments. I have not watched Jiban Beyond Episode 1 to comment on that one, so I can't tell you. I definitely will take Goku over Naruto, even though, but both are terrible fathers. Or no, Goku's a terrible father. I'm thinking of Sasuke. He's a terrible father as well. I will take Goku over Naruto, though. Combatler V, I have not gotten to watch yet. I've got the whole series, anime series to watch. I'll get to them soon. Can you use Monster Bug Wars, a TV show about bugs fighting each other, music from when you do a review on King Oger? I'll try to. It would be years from now, though. Did you save any old Happy Meal toys, like back when they were actually good? I sort of. Whoa. Sort of. I still have a bunch of unopened Burger King Treehouse of Horror Simpsons figures. And then what was the other thing I was gonna say? Um, I still have surprisingly, I got rid of them now, but I did have some Mario ones, like the Mario 3 that was on the bouncy spring, and the Koopa turtle that you were supposed to to like get to like walk, even though it never worked. And then I thought I got, and then I used to have, I don't know if they're still in Buffalo, but I had the Sonic the Hedgehog figures where you had Sonic that would be like, Tails was in the flying machine, Knuckles was in a cloud. I had those. Let's see, Black Cross or Shocker. I'm gonna go with Shocker, just because they were more imposing. Right now, what Toku shows do you planning to tackle for this year? So I'm planning to tackle Ultraman Max, Cosmos, Neos. That will finish out the and Zerth. That will finish out the live action stuff released by Mill Creek. Go Busters, a Showa Kamen Rider series, not sure which yet, and then either uh, and then like I said, either Geo or Build. Probably Geo. If I have time for others, great. But those are the main plans for the remainder of this year. Other than doing Blu-ray reviews, DVD reviews of Deca Ranger, Alba Ranger, Gavin, and Black RX. Hopefully. Um, where are I? Spaghetti or ramen? Spaghetti. I am not a ramen person. How many Toku DVDs and Blu-rays you got? A lot. I mean, because I also have the Region 2 DVDs, so and a lot of those were like 5 volumes, 12 volumes. Now I not as much as I used to because I sold off a bunch of Region 2 DVDs, but I do have quite a bit. This summer I will be doing a video recording my collection for figures, Blu-rays, DVDs, video games, all that good stuff. I'm hoping it's soon, Mark. I am really hoping it's soon. Dio cards. Ha. What's your opinion of the Dopants from Double? I love the Dopants from Double. I thought they were a nice return to form. It was nice to have an actual organization again in Double, and a crime family at that. Yes, Mortal Kombat was, for a while, the only good video game adaptation. There have been a lot of others since. My personal favorite video game movie, is the first Silent Hill. I just loved how not only did it mimic the games and had the same music, but it was also suspenseful and well plotted, well paced. That I really did feel like I was watching cutscenes to a Silent Hill game. And I actually did kind of like the first Hitman movie. I know people hated it, but I kind of liked the first one. It wasn't great, but I liked it. Kenta Ryoma. Ryoma from. Oh, wow, Ginga Man. I like Ryoma more. Papa John's or Domino's? Oh, don't. I don't. Yeah, the barf, barf. Uh, between those two, Papa John's, Domino's is. I don't know if you heard my rant about pizza last live stream, but Domino's is like where you go when you hate yourself and you just need something to eat. Domino's is like must be made. The ingredients of Domino's must be the puke you find in a Waffle House. Favorite member from the Zongyak Empire? Sid. Yes, boss. Or, oh my god, what was his name? Well, his real name was Sid. Now I'm blanking on his actual name. Or, like, Battery Zorg. No. Yes. No. Yes. Between Mario and Sonic, Hollywood finally figured out video game adaptations. Don't forget The Last of Us. I Dream of Genie. Damn, I feel old. Which new Kamen Riders do you want to see after Geats? I don't know. Something fresh. And I want to see regular villains again, not evil Kamen Rider villains. Toys clashing have better effects than Energon. What is what is your opinion on Earth Empire Bugnarok? So far, they're fine. I mean, right now they seem like they're standard, typical Sentai villains. It's too soon to tell. Transformers animated has potentials for spin-offs and sequel series. Give me a sequel series. Okay. Between those two, Biomen. I like Black, but it just doesn't hold a candle to Die Ranger. Nope. Die Ranger all the way. Ooh, Dynamo or Uganda? Ugande. I'm gonna go with Ugande. Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy? In ambiguous or ambivalent on both because I guess Jeopardy, but only because of Alex. Jeopardy. Well, it's a better game than Wheel of Fortune, but Jeopardy should have ended with Alex's death. Gorgum was a great cult. They were standout. They were interesting. They set themselves apart from other Kamen Rider villains because they went for a political side that we never saw in other series. I don't remember the villains from Zed Cross, other than some of them had really cool designs. The Heisei movies are a mixed lot. Some are really good, like Episode Final. Some are atrociously bad, like Paradise Lost, Godspeed Love, Missing Ace. Oh. Actually, most of the Kamen Rider movies are bad. From the the movies were not the Heisei Phase 1's greatest point. A greatest achievement. Hope for Sentai's 50th they take a break from the past Sentai powers gimmicks started by Gokaiger, maybe give the villains past Sentai monsters and foot soldiers. That would be an interesting idea. I also agree. I am tired of using the powers from the previous teams. Let's get some new ideas here. Favorite member of Baranoia. For the royalty. I like Bodant when he gets older. Adult Bodant. Let's see. But Bacchus Wrath was pretty awesome too. Oh, Animated Sentinel was Sentinel. Oh yeah, okay, I gotcha. I was Sentinels from X-Men. Arcana Master, Sub Kaijo, did you by any chance see that Shin Kamen Rider was getting a US release? Yes, I did. I am excited, especially because it's supposed to be after the school year has ended, so yes. Digi Scorpio deleted his comment, but welcome. Darkonda, oh wait, did you score? Yeah, whatever. Darkonda from Space, Gurile. Although I did like Darkonda in space, especially with his multiple lives thing. Extra attention needed. Extra attention needed. Whoa, yeah. Deny. Which Super Sentai do make new motifs like Monster Holidays, music, sports, videos, games, baseball, or other think of? Those are cool except the sports ones. I am not a sports person, which, like I said, I don't know why I have sports cards. But I am not a sports person, and therefore I don't usually have interest in sports monster episodes, sports game episodes. Those are typically my least favorite from each Sentai series. Okay. Come on. Come on. Okay. Whoop. What else do we got? What else do we have here? Black chocolate or white chocolate? Do you mean dark chocolate or white chocolate? Because I like dark chocolate the best. I love white chocolate though. We go to this restaurant called White Chocolate Grill, which has an amazing white chocolate brownie, which is so good. Inspector Gadget is a classic and favorite cartoon of mine. Did you like Inspector Gadget back then? I did. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Inspector Gadget a lot. There was also, like I said, this great mystery of what does Dr. Claw look like? And I always figured he'd look like some devious, villainous dude. Apparently, he was just an old man that's bald. I was like, oh, well, that's kind of disappointing. Have you played Power Rangers Battle of the Grid or Legacy Wars or All Stars? I have not. You think Luffy would be a great father? I'm sure he would be much better of a father than Goku. I mean, Gendo Akari is a better father than Goku, so Luffy's got high prospects. Do you keep your imports Sentai DVDs after you get the Shout Factory releases? Sometimes. If I have someone that's wanting to buy them, that's willing to give me and pay the price of so I could make some of my money back from them, I'll sell them off. Otherwise, I have been keeping some of them. Like I still have my Abba Ranger set. Nobody's wanted to buy that. I still have Time Ranger. And oh no. Time Ranger? Yeah. For some reason I was thinking I had Ginga Man still. No, it's Time Ranger. Or is it Ginga Man? It's Time Ranger. I can't tell. I'm pretty sure that's Time Ranger. I still have Garo season 1 and the Night of the Demon Beast 2 episodes. I have my Kamen Rider Ryuki discs still, which were some of the first Region 2s I ever got. I have my Kamen Rider Black collection and my one O Ranger disc, because nobody just wants to buy Volume 1, and Go-Go 5 and Gao Ranger. I still have those. So yeah, I still have half the Region 2. Now, like if somebody wanted to buy them, like, okay, there'd probably be a few I would still keep. Like I would probably still keep Kamen Rider Black. I would probably still keep Kamen Rider Blade. But it's half and half. I'm not like attached to movies if I can sell them off and use the space for other stuff. But there are some things where I'm kind of like, well, maybe I should keep that. So wow, what an asshole. Dipshit yesterday drove over Karelika's headphones, $100 pair of headphones. Anyway, ADD moment. Squirrel. So it just depends. Like somebody wanted to buy my Die Ranger discs and Kaku Ranger and Jew Ranger discs, so I sold those off. Ginga Man I sold off. But there was one other I sold off. But yeah, if somebody's willing to pay, like I said, a good price where I feel like I'm getting half my money back or some of my money back from what I spent, then I'm okay with it. I mean, I love the covers that Toei did on their DVDs, but I prefer having them all in one collection with subtitles. Anyway, enough of rambling. This thing I this is the thing did I hate it, and Winspector is popular in Brazil, France, and Germany, but way in the hell. France and Germany did not use the old Winspector theme song. It's so stupid. That kind of sucks. Yu Kaiser is an original parody of Super Sentai from a company called Giga. Oh, those people. Okay, I'm familiar with Giga. I don't pay attention to them because hentai's not my thing. Would be cool to see a modern Sentai without a mecha come up with some new concept to push as a toy. That's what I felt. I felt Don Brothers did that very well. We didn't always have mech battles, so they weren't trying to push the mecha and tons of auxiliary mecha, and it was for the better. What is your opinion on Yodaheim and favorite member? Yodaheim, they were fine. They were a nice breath of fresh air after several years of lackluster villains. And Garza was obviously my favorite member, although Yadana was coming close. Do you do fan meetups? No, because I've never because I'm not that big. I mean, we do an anime meetup group, but I'm not sure if that's what you are implying. But no, not just because never even heard of of being a thing until now. What are your thoughts on the United Alliance of Evil from In Space? Oh, Power Rangers in Space. I thought it was a cool idea. It was nice to see all the villains from the previous seasons return, but not. Uh, I wish they got to more screen time. Things still don't make sense to me with the way how Zeo ended. Like why? Like I understand the Machine Empire were going to be rebuilt, but it would have been nice to have some sort of comment about it. Can you do a review of Kira Major? Of course, I'm going to eventually get there. PS4 or PS5? Well, PS5 currently. PS4 was a good system though. Favorite Sentai mentor. Favorite Sentai mentor. Ooh. Hmm. Well, I like the dude from what's his name from Kaku Ranger a lot. I mean, Master Kaku in Die Ranger is awesome too. But favorite mentor overall? Hmm. I mean, if you count him as a mentor, Asuka from Alba Ranger, Doggy Kruger would be another one. Um, let's go with Doggy Kruger. What are Breaking Bad would be easy to remaster 4K because the show relies on practical effects. Also, I believe the show was filmed in 4K, so it's already been released in 4K, just not on disc. What's your opinion on the Saima clan? They are some of my top favorite Sentai villains of all time, if not my favorite Sentai villains of all time. Venus, no contest against Vipera. Vipera is just crap. She's a crap villain. Have you heard that? Yes, I did hear that the first series is getting a 4K release, as is Ultra 7 in a super uber ultra expensive box set. This still skips episode 12. Um, and I'm sure Subaraya doesn't want a 4K release yet in the US. Time Ranger box set, I'm interested. Okay, now I have to see if that is the Time Ranger box set or the Giga Man. Oh, yes, it is Time Ranger. I actually liked how all the uh, DVD covers were matching for each Ranger. So yes, I did sell Gingerman. I kept Time Ranger. Okay, Winspector or Gavin? Hmm, I'm probably gonna go with Winspector because I did like the plot stuff a lot. I did like the drama aspect of Winspector. Have you seen Get Smart? Obviously, very Inspector. Yes, I have seen Get Smart. It's even the same actor. Not I haven't seen Get Smart for decades. We actually own a couple seasons on DVD though. See Everything was in 2013, turned 10 years old from show like Teen Titans Go. Oh my god, Teen Titans Go is 10 years old. Okay. Hmm. Last of Us, Monsters University, the worst Pixar movie ever. Frozen and Kyuruger. Want to celebrate 10 years? Yeah, I get it. I Who was it? Somebody posted on my thing like, you didn't mention that Kamen Rider Kabuto was an anniversary season. And I'm like, cool. I mean, I'm that's cool, but I don't see that unless they're doing some big celebration that's not like a requirement for me to mention. And it's not that big of a deal. Don't forget about Garo reviews. Yeah, Garo's in like I don't know what's going on with Garo. At least the two series that truly matter came out. I just wish they brought out the movie to complete it. Maybe I'll do some more Garo for Halloween if I don't go out looking for another full-time teaching job. Mega Man Zero's art designer is a Toku nerd. Makes sense. The Mega Man Zero art is amazing. Which MCU Phase 6 you want to see in movies and series? Fantastic Four and X-Men. That's all I care about. It. I just want Fantastic Four and X-Men. And Spider-Man. But Fantastic Four and X-Men. What is your thoughts on the Go Buster? Oh, yeah, Go Busters, they weren't the greatest, but Enter was awesome. So I liked them because of Enter. Were you aware of the passing of Shozo Lizuku back in February? He was the actor who was Darum. Yes. Yes, I was. That was quite sad. I think it happened right around the time when the Blu-ray set came out, wasn't it? Was I watching the Blu-ray when he died? Or did I just finish the Blu-ray? He died. But yes. Yes, I know. That was sad. But it that's how life works. Mario, sorry if that was a creepy question. Don't want to give assumption. Creepy question? Creepy question? What was a creepy question? Oh, the fan meetups. I didn't take it as creepy at all. I've never heard of that being a thing, and um, I don't think that would be anything that'd be even interested in stuff. Mad Gear Gang. Mad Gear Gang. Remind me who they're from. Have you heard of Metabots? I have never really watched it. Saima. Oh, or Gorma. Ooh, Gorma. Oh, yeah. Saima. I mean, I love Gorma. Gorma is amazing. They're top notch. But in this case, I think I'm going with Saima. I just love my demons. Vipra was really bad. She is the worst thing about Lightspeed Rescue. She is really, really bad. Okay. If you watch elimination films, which is your best and which is your worst? The best would probably be the first Despicable Me. The worst would be Minions. Lendar's family is fantastic. Love them. I love the crime boss aspect of Don Nero. No, it's not the lack of masters. Apparently, August just said recently in a tweet, Russian, that it's because Subaraya could get sued for releasing episode 12, which doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. It is Japan. Ricardo PJ, hi. What's up? Well, Mill Creek doesn't do 4Ks right now. Russian. I like the Fangires from Kiva. I love the stained glass window look with the bird motifs. Ooh, I am caught up. Okay, nice. You forgot to mention that Gicho was the last writer show, but due to 9/11, the show continued. There was no point in saying it was meant to be a last writer show when Ryuki happened. Anyway, I never saw anything saying it was going to be the end. Nope, I'm not planning to review Decade this year because I'm just gonna wait till I get to Deno, but Deno probably wouldn't be till next year. Teen Titan goes for 10 years and a movie, and a good show can't even get a solo direct-to-video movie. Can't believe it. Agreed. I might at some point tackle Dragon Knights. I'd probably wait to see if it gets an official release though. Infergia was the best thing about Maji Ranger. Matt Ultra. So Ricardo, this year's plan reviews. Right now, I'm working on Ultraman Cosmos, which I'm 40 episodes in. I'm hoping to finish it this month, so that I can work on a review next month and have that review out by the end of by basically the end of the school year. Ultraman Max will be sometime during the summer, along with Niels and Zerth and Go Busters. Worst Sentai the past 10 years. Oh my god. Ryu Soldier. Ryu Soldier. Ugh. I hear people talk about Nintendo Cinematic Universe and Mario movies in theaters. Do you think it will happen or not? Because it's just Nintendo. I don't think it will happen. I would love a Metroid movie, though. I mean, let the people behind The Mandalorian make a Metroid movie or a Metroid TV series. Let the people behind The Mandalorian make the Metroid series. I want a Metroid movie. Bacon is so good. It depends how it's cooked. Sometimes I don't like bacon. If it's not crispy and it's like chewy, then I don't like it as much at times. Depends how it's cooked. Ooh, Shalinda or Nami? Um, Nami. Shalinda. We never really got to see Shalinda's navigation skills. Go Busters is not a bad show. It's just boring. I hope one day Disotech releases another Metal Heroes series, maybe Shira, Vin, or Shider. I would love to see. I'll take any Metal Heroes series they want to release. In fact, I wish they would just say, "Oh yeah, we're doing like 5 Metal Hero releases." That would be cool. Breaking Bad is an amazing show. There's nothing bad to talk about with the practical effects. It's awesome. What is the MCU Phase 4 worst to best? Worst Ant-Man 3. I guess after that would come Black Widow. Then nope, Eternals. Then Black Widow. Then Shang-Chi. Then Black Panther. With the best being Spider-Man. Mega Man and Metroid were made by Toku fans for me. Yokai Army is awesome. Best Ultraman show from recent years, X and Orb. Can't go wrong with X and Orb. I don't remember hating the Abba Ranger, Jude Ranger, Q Ranger, Kyoruger. I'm assuming that's what you mean, the Kyoruger team up, but I don't remember loving it either. I remember that Grifferzor's design was weird. but I don't remember hating it. I like Shang-Chi, but the ending was a little meh. Cheetos or popcorn? Oh, God. Depends. Are they hot Cheetos crunchy, hot Cheetos fries, or just popcorn? Because that is a tough bet. If it's hot Cheetos crunchy or hot fries, I'm probably gonna go with Cheetos. If it's regular Cheetos, as much as I love regular Cheetos, I'm gonna go with popcorn. That would be really cool. Best Sentai team up. Go Kaijers with everybody. Uh, Dina, my plan is to do Go Busters this year. I was thinking I haven't considered any other Sentais at the moment because I want to finish Ultraman. Although this was also be planning with the expectation that I would be teaching full time again next school year, so that possibly could change. Which Kira Flay scene Russian? I don't remember an infamous one. Favorite Ultra Alien? King Joe. Oh, I thought I had one other thing to show off, but now I don't see it. For those of you who had joined on that weren't here this morning, look forward to a new rebranding of the channel with a new channel name. I will still be the Kaiju no Kami, but the name of the channel itself will be changed. I got myself a tablet to take care of that because I'm creating a new logo right now. And I'm also going to be reviewing Like a Dragon Ishin as soon as I finish it. I'm working on Ultraman Cosmos with the plans of Niels, Zerth, and Max later on this summer. Thankfully, 2 of those are pretty short. Cosmos will be done hopefully before the summer, by the end of May. I'm also going to be doing Go Busters, Kamen Rider, another Showa Kamen Rider series some point, and something. I'll probably do more Lupin reviews at some point because I want to watch another Lupin series. I'm just debating if I want to go in order with part 2 or jump to one of the newer ones and then jump back. Okay. Ooh, some more questions. I don't really remember the villains from Grand Caesar that much. I remember they manipulated the Water Tribe, and after that, they just became your standard typical, stereotypical Toku villains. Anime Boston, have fun. I would like to go to that convention at some point. Black Commander or Yapul? Yep, Black Commander. Which Black Commander am I thinking of? Which Black Commander? I've got a couple with that name. Gingaman versus Mega Ranger. I'm not a big Lost Galaxy fan. Sports stuff is lost on me. The one with the cool looking bird logo, which would be the Falcons, because the Eagles logo is not cool looking. Well, Juggler was an actual villain with development, so I'm gonna go with Juggler, even though Griza was a cool ass villain. The sex scene, was that controversial or infamous for some reason, Russian? I don't remember ever hearing anyone talk about it. I don't see why they would talk about it. I mean, it is what it is. Favorite saucer beast from Leo? I'm gonna go with the Umibozo because that was actually kind of cool. But I think it's more because of his portrayal in Orb than actually Leo. Uh, if you got a streaming service, which show and movie do you like? What? If you got a streaming service, which show and movie do you like? I'm not like I'm not sure I understand, Dina, what you're asking. Which streaming service? Well, I have Disney Plus, Netflix, HBO Max, Crunchyroll. and we have one other. Amazon Prime. My favorite would be Disney Plus. It's the only one I feel like that's actually worth the money because of the content. Shows though, my favorite streaming show overall, I don't know. I mean, everyone has their own strong points. I mean, HBO Max has The Last of Us. Netflix has a series of unfortunate events. Um, Least favorite Red Ranger. It's still Lucky. Lucky is still least. Are you going to review Changeron? Not anytime soon. But I do have the files, so when I do want to do it, I can. How do you feel about the Purple Ranger from King Oger being trans? I think it's great. I think it shows progression in Japan's own closed-mindedness. That they're finally coming into the modern world. Which Go Busters monster is your favorite? I don't remember the Go Busters monsters at all, except for the Eraser one. That's the only one I remember, and that was a stupid episode. Yeah, I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna be going. Oh, Commander Black from Leo. For some reason I was thinking of Commander Black from Dragon Ball. Um, Commander Black from Leo. I'm gonna go Commander Black because he actually changed the life of Leo. I messaged you on Twitter about the Time Ranger box set so we can discuss the price when you get a chance. Sounds good. A Sakura from Ryuki or Shadow Moon from Black. I'm still gonna go with Shadow Moon, even though a Sakura is, yeah. Um. Okay, sounds good. Pringles or Lay's or Ruffles or Doritos or Cheetos. Cheetos. Are there any YouTubers you lost respect for? Yeah, actually, Angry Joe and Blockbuster Buster. Angry Joe because he seems to have gone off the deep end in recent years, and he's starting to really get mad for people disagreeing with his opinions. Like, I understand if you want to defend something, but there's a difference between trolling and just outright being rude to your fans. I mean, they're the reason he's popular to begin with, so yeah. And then Buster because he blocks anyone who disagrees with him, which is kind of funny because he's supposed to be calling the Blockbuster Buster, not the block everyone. Because he's not exactly blockbusting when he's blocking people. Let's see. So yeah, those would probably be the biggest two, other than Nostalgia Critic. For everyone knows why. Best Toku villain. Best Toku villain overall. Hmm. I don't know when the next live stream will be, Chris. It probably won't be until after the school year, though, because May is just going to be way too busy. So probably early June. Unless I do like the day after school ends, which will be the last Saturday in May. Well, would be the next live stream. It'll be probably the last Saturday in May or possibly the first Saturday in June. We'll just go with that. And then I'm gonna try to do over the summer some like weekly live streams. I might not do Q&As with them, but I might do some weekly live streams. Like we're also thinking about possibly going into Twitch and doing stuff on Twitch, like seeing if Twitch reduces their doesn't have as harsh copyright stuff, so that maybe we can do like live reactions to the shows we watch as we're watching them. Like, for example, maybe we can actually stream off Twitch recording us watching the latest episode of King Oger or like the premiere to the next Ultraman series as we're watching it on Twitch without having to worry about a copyright claim like we get with YouTube. So we're gonna try to do that this summer. So I'm gonna try to maybe do weekly streams of some sort. It might not be. I might not be reading the comments on those ones. Maybe just doing like some sort of news, like announcements that occur. Like if something gets announced or something is review comes out to review. Maybe I'll do some live streams. Maybe I'll start live streaming some of my unboxing videos, which could get kind of weird because you get to see me do like the setup before I actually do the unboxing. But I might start doing some of that. Um, I mean, we just got this brand new webcam, which is what I'm using for this instead of the webcam on the computer. But what was the other thing I was going to say about that I'm planning to do? Well, yeah. So look for some live stream, more live streams, even if they're not Q&A. Like I said, all of them I might not be going through the comments. I might just do a live stream and then and then we'll just respond to comments like normal. We'll see how it goes. Or those ones maybe I'll just pick and choose whichever like random comments like other people do to respond to. I'm gonna be doing some sort of Ultraman Blu-ray or DVD giveaway this summer because I've got all this backlog of Mill Creek stuff they gave me extras of that I was doing saving for conventions, but since we weren't doing as many conventions, I still haven't given it away. So I want to get rid of a couple things like a Blu-ray for Leo or a Blu-ray for Ace or what do I or no, it's not Ace, it's Taro, right? I think I have a Blu-ray of Return of Ultraman to give away. So things like that. I have the Rube movie to give away. Um 80. 80 was another one I have a copy of to give away. Not all of them are sealed, but I'll have stuff to give away. Um Best Toku villain though. Oh my god. That is a tough one. I'm gonna go with Shadow Moon. Shadow Moon, maybe my favorite Toku villain overall. So right now I'll go with Shadow Moon. What do you think of the Power Rangers Universe comic? They finally gave Dire Ranger suits a backstory. I kind of lost track of the Power Rangers comic before the multiverse story hit just because I stopped reading individual comics. I stopped buying them. They just got too expensive. And when I got into omnibuses, those were worth the price. The comics weren't. I've not thrilled with the things I've heard that now Zordon was actually a villain who made the Power Rangers to do his bidding to trick them into taking the world for him or some grim dark crap like that. Turning Rita into like this super psycho powered path who kills Zed or something. Like I don't know what's going on. The comics started out really fun. Like they felt like they were Power Ranger stories in comic book form in present day, but now they've gone to all these weird places that I don't even. I'm kind of like, I'm kind of glad I didn't end up continuing the comic series. I mean, it's cool that they brought in the Die Ranger suits, but um, not enough. I don't care enough to want to read whatever number of issues I would need to understand what's going on with the Die Ranger suits. Jetman, I really feel like Power Rangers worked because of the dinosaur theme. Well, the whole concept itself would have worked, but I feel like Power Rangers really took off because of the dinosaur theme of Jew Ranger. What is you want from Sentai to be in Power Rangers after Cosmic Fury? I don't know. Kira Major would probably make the most sense because it's probably the easiest to turn into a Power Ranger series of all the recent shows. Jetman should have been used for Power Rangers Season 5. Skip Car Ranger, great series, but it's a parody. What are your thoughts on War Stars? Uh, I don't like the villain groups really from Ghost Ager at all. I'd say the Yumanju group is probably the best Emu. 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 The Emu group? Yeah, the Emu. Emu. Wow. They were the same group they had the same name as the heroes. Yuma. Yuma. That's it. Yuma. Yeah, the Yuma. Because they were the same name as the team from Ultraman Towards the Future. They were probably the best ones because of the mythology based, or but I did like how all the villains were named after movies. That was kind of cool. Dragon Ranger. Least favorite Ultra Kaiju alien? Gabila. I hate Gabila. I really hate Gabila. That's why I'm sick of him being overused. All right, I'm gonna finish up here and go get some lunch. Let's see. Where are we? Thoughts on the Silver or Galactic Zone from Five Men? Silver's a cool villain. Zone are okay. Yeah, those also had problems. Channel awesome. You did your top 10 favorite Sentai villains. Would Collar from Flashman be on there? Probably not. I like Collar, but he probably would not. Actually, I think it's Crawler. Crawler would not be on there. Joe Fiza would be on there. Griffazor. Let's see. Budo from Ginga Man would probably be on there. Radagit, Donero, well, or Gian, maybe Gian. Nayamea, Leo. Well, there's a lot actually. I would have to think. The what's his name? Radus from Flashman. There's Bandora. Oh, there's so many. I'd have to think about. Although Junior is my favorite Sentai villain overall. Junior's my favorite Sentai villain. So he would be number one. Dark Matter sucks. Lost respect for Nostalgia Critic a while ago after hearing the questionable things he and his crew did to some other people. Yeah. Yagande, definitely. Favorite character from Don Brothers and Geats. I can't say I have anyone from Geats right now that's still like is like, oh my god, I love this character. From we haven't even gotten a chance to watch more Geats since our last video. It's actually getting kind of cooler. I'm going to close that door. Hold on. It's weird. It's supposed to be 60 today, but doesn't feel like it. So I can't say anyone from Geats has gripped me yet. But Don Brothers, Kijino. Kijino was my favorite character from Don Brothers. Although they were all good. Trobion Empire from SPD. The villains? I liked the villains. Taro or Jack? Jack. Yeah, rest in peace, Don. Gerald. Yeah. All right, let me see. Kira Major Max were okay. Nothing pukish on the eyes, but nothing spectacular. Boma Tried sucked. It is time for lunch. Cherry Fluff Belly official. What did I miss? I was in the middle of watching Forrest Gump. Well, you missed the box of chocolates. The chocolates are all gone. The chocolates have been devoured, and they were delicious. You missed a lot, actually. I talked about new plans, rebranding the channel, with the new logo that I'm working on, lots of cards that I recently received, DVDs, Blu-ray talk, Ninja Turtles talk, Hero Quest talk, video game talk. What else did you miss? What else did you miss? Yeah, I was not rehired for a full-time teaching position next year. Bought a tablet to help me draw the new logo on the computer. New live streams going on that I'm going to try to do, possibly weekly live streams. I might be creating a Twitch account and seeing if we can actually do live reactions to the latest Toku shows when we watch them on Twitch, since YouTube would copyright block them immediately. Favorite kaiju from Return of Ultraman? Oh man, it was the prism guy, the prism monster. The prism thing was my favorite. That prism thing was awesome. What will you eat, my friend? I don't know yet. Probably chicken tenders. Great choice of movie, Cherry. Enjoy your lunch. You have a good kaiju. Good day. Enjoy your lunch, kaiju. Thanks for the live stream. Sonoy. Well, technically they are villains, and they were damn good villains. Ooh. Superhero or supervillain? Well, this is hard because the world makes it very hard to want to be a superhero. And you get to have more fun as a supervillain. But I don't know if I want to join someone else's organization. I would want to create my own and give them the best healthcare possible. They would get healthcare and dental plans and paid vacations and sick time and paternity and maternity leave and mental health days and all types of stuff. It'd be the best, greatest crime organization ever. It'd be run by my HR department would be the HR department from Miss Kuroitsu in the Monster Development Department. Okay, so are you liking Cosmos? I am. It's not the greatest show, but I am enjoying it. I like Mabius more. Kirby or Pac-Man? Kirby. All right. Yeah, I would love to go to Japan, Jason, but that costs a lot of money, and we're kind of broke right now. All right, I'm going to head out. Thank you all for joining me as normal. Yeah, good news, bad news, changes. Good, but the changes are going to be for the better. I got better. And that's all I really have. So until next time, thanks for watching. Bye. End stream. Wait, the crime Lars. No, don't do it. I've got to. Bye bye.